So Grandad got the job at the Barratt.
Not at the Barratt, at the General Hospital.
Oh.
But I was in the Barratt Maternity Hospital.
Right.
In actual fact, he worked at Manfield Hospital and Daventry Hospital and all round. And then when Manfield Hospital closed down, it moved into the General. He moved into the General with it, of course. And as I say, he worked there for over 30 years.
Wow.
And when he retired, they gave him a nice little retirement party in the offices and a big bouquet of flowers for me. And he could choose what he wanted. I think he had an electric drill or something technical. As you would. I think I passed it on to Jonathan because he never got used. But yeah, so that was that. And then I changed my job when I don't know how old the girls were, but I wanted, Mr. Roger I used to work for was out desperate for staff, and he said, would I go back and work for him? I didn't know, so I said, well, perhaps when Lynn starts school I will, because everybody didn't go to work those days. So when she went back to work, when she went
to school,
I went back to work for him. Just part-time, I forgot the hours I worked. And I used to get off the bus he'd go into town, get off the bus at the Bedford Road, bottom of Cliftonville Road, walk up Cliftonville Road, and up Palmerston Road, and all the roads, higher and higher, till I got to Earl Street, climbed up half the height of the town to go to work. And I used to walk past the school, and I thought, oh, I shouldn't mind a job at that school. That's been nice and handy when I got off the bus. And I saw it advertised in the paper that they wanted a kitchen assistant. So I thought, well, I like doing a bit of cooking. So I went, applied for it, and got the job. And then there was trouble in camp. It was ever such a miserable place. Everybody was all the while rowing and falling out of everybody else. And then what's her name left, cook left, and one thing and another. So everybody shifted up one, and then it come round eventually, because I went on to be assistant cook then. So she said, would you consider being a cook? They said, well, you're very good at it, and I like your food, etc. So to cut a long story short, I went and took on the job as cook. Went to up the tech for a time.
Which school was that, Gran?
Cliftonville.
Cliftonville School?
Yes, Andrews Hospital have gobbled it up now. And so I went, because it was handy, got off the bus at the bottom of the road, straight into work and straight down. It was easy as winking. And so I worked there until I retired. And so when I got there, I thought, well, I'll make things different now. I'm not going to have a lot of people falling out and arguing. So I got a happier atmosphere going throughout. But, they was always snooping on one another. And, wouldn't be waiting in the toilet and peeping out the door to make sure somebody was doing her job, and she'd stay a bit longer. The atmosphere was terrible. And so I thought, I won't ask anybody to do what I won't do. And nobody liked cleaning the ovens out. I started to clean. We had a rota, so I put my name on the rota. They said, well, the cook never cleans the ovens out. I said, well, this one does. So I used to do all the jobs the same as the others did, apart from organising the food and the recipes and all the rest of it. But I thought, I don't want people to think, like the other one, she just sat there doing nothing while the others were working.
Yeah.
It's not good enough. But I always remember one girl always calling me friends at the finish, and Molly, she said, oh, I see an old friend of mine in town. That's no. She said, oh, she said, do you go to work? Do you still go to work? So I said, well, I go to work. But she said, I don't call it work. She said, it's like going to be with friends.
Ah.
And she was a queer old fish. And I thought, no one could have said anything nicer, could they?
No, it's lovely, Gran.
Yeah.
Wow. So what were the kids' favourite, what did the kids love that you made? Your favourite, the best recipes?
Well, to start with, it was an upper school. But it was a very rough school. And the boys, it was a boys' upper school. And it was ever so rough. And one of the teachers used to walk up and down with a cane, up and down while they were eating, and if they did, they'd flick that. You know, it was really ever such a rough school. And anyway, cut a long story short, don't know what happened, it changed they changed the schooling round from being 3 stories, so to speak, to just lower and upper 2. You know, there was the infant children and the...
Secondary?
No, not in Becky's, not that, just the 2. And it improved then, and we've got all different teachers, and the kids were nice as well. But one of the most favourite things was banana bread. My mum said, could you write down the recipe for your banana bread? I've had more questions asked for that than anything. And one little, because I was very coloured people there, one little coloured lad come up to me. He said, cool, miss, he said, oh, I've got the pizzas. Cool, miss, he said, your pizzas are the best in town. I've never forgot him saying this little black face. And there had been a bit of an argument in the queue, and I think there was coloured and white and mixed race lot anyway. So he said, this very, very black boy said, miss, us English people have got to stick together against that lot, haven't we? And he was as black as the ace of spades. He said, it's us English people. I've never little things like that. But I was very, very happy there. I loved it there. And some of the kids were ever so poor, and they used to come in before school started. And this was, the other cook was there then, and she used to give them bowls of cereal and stuff because they'd had nothing to eat. And then this other boy used to come in, and he was desperately unhappy home, you know, never had enough to eat and one thing and another. And one day, this big, strapping, sailor-type lad come in, and he'd grown up and gone into the Navy, and he said, I had to come back to see you all to thank you for what you did for me.
Oh.
I mean, I was all crying at the finish, but that was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and he'd come all in his uniform to show us what he was doing. It wasn't an actual Navy as such, it was something to do with them. You know, but yeah, he said, I wanted to come back and thank you all for what you did for me. I mean,
That's so lovely.
That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But there were some little horrors. And one day, because I used to have to work after the girls had left off, do all the office work, and I sat there in my office department doing my writing. See something moving out the corner of my eye. And I looked, and I got a basket. Just put rubbish in, you know,
Yeah.
litter and stuff in, and it moved, and there was this, I looked in it, it was a nest of baby mice.
Oh my God.
So I didn't know what to do, so I called for the caretaker, and he'd come, and anyway, health people had to come down. And what had happened, they'd got next to the kitchen wall was the boiler house, and they got through there and come into the kitchen, and they infested all the food in the kitchen. We had to have it all sorted out and everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, the food was kept in freezers. We had a lot of freezers. big freezers, and we used to have the chips and stuff used to come frozen at the finish. We just had to put them in the bag, and we noticed that, I said, I'm sure there was more bags of chips than that. Well, there was, because I remember I put away so many bags and so on. So then we said to our supervisor when she come down about it, so she said, make a check on it and we'll find out. And one of the cleaners that used to come down when schools closed to clean, used to pinch chips and beef burgers and things.
So what's your fondest kind of family memories of you and Grandad and Mum and Julie?
Well, they were all fondest memories, really. All the lovely holidays we had together. We used to go down to the Mum and Dad had a caravan down at Gaister. We used to go down there. I've got a lovely photo at home if I could find it, of Auntie Julie sitting in the sink having a bath, because she was considerably smaller then. We had some lovely holidays down there. And we used to go down on the bus. Yorks used to go down on the bus. And then you got all your kit, and because we used to take a radio with us, and portable radios were about that big, great big thing. Take that with us as well, and all our kit, nappies, which we used to have wash them days. And we used to catch the bus from Northampton Town Hall down to the pier at Yarmouth. We used to get off there and catch a bus from Yarmouth to well, we stopped Caister. And then when you got off the bus, there would be all these lads waiting with trolleys and trucks that they'd made, because everybody got caravan sites all around there. Can we give you a lift to the caravan site? You know, they used to say. They give them whatever, I don't know what Grandad used to give them. They used to earn themselves a bit of money like that.
Yeah.
But we had some lovely holidays. And I remember once we went down to the fair with them, and I left Grandad in charge of your mum, Lynn. And they was looking round the fair. We went to something or other, to do something, I don't know what. And when we come back, I said, well, she's not still, she was on the little roundabout. He said, I can't get her off. Every time I go to get her off, she screams and screams. He said, so I had to keep paying for her to stay on. That was your mum.
Oh dear. And so what about in later life when you became a grandmother?
Yeah. Can't believe that. Can't believe it, really. Yeah, old Julie. Yeah, they lived at Solwell when they first married. This little bungalow, two bedroom bungalow, and we had to go there to see her. But no, that was Julie when Julie lived. I'm getting muddled up with who's who now. But yeah, well, we had them all over every Sunday. They used to come over for tea and all sit there, Phil and all of them. Yeah.
And now you're a great grandmother.
I know, I can't believe
If
that.
you couldn't believe being a grandmother, now you're a great grandmother.
Can't believe it. Can't believe I'm so old.
How old do you feel, Gran?
About 30.
About 30. Why do you think you feel about 30?
Because but when I start trying to walk about, I feel all as old as I am. I feel 84, but I mean, until then I felt so well.
Yeah.
I felt really well. I used to do lots of walking thanks to your mum getting me going and doing everything, but yeah. I don't know, I've been so lucky really. I was lucky. I had lovely grandparents, lovely parents, lovely husband, lovely children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. I've just been so lucky, and that's the truth.
What advice or what message would you like to give to your great-grandchildren and great-grandchildren to come?
Don't know what to say. It won't make any difference what I say, because they'll do what they want to do, I think, and that's the truth of the matter. But, yeah, I don't really know what to say. Just be loving and kind to each other. I think that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you, Gran. Thank you for all of your lovely stories.
Oh dear, I hope they're all right.
Yeah. I love hearing about your life.
Do you?
Yeah.
All the exciting things you've done in your life.
No, well,
Far more exciting than
that's
me.
because you made it possible, because you've always been so encouraging and loving, and I really appreciate it.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. I feel lucky as well, having Mum and Dad and you and Grandad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think having a family is the best thing you can have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
You know, it means so much to you, I think. It does to me. And people say to me, you don't know how lucky you are having a family like you've got. But I do, I'm afraid, tend to take people for granted, which you do, don't you? But, you know, I am lucky, I know I am. You see, not only we help each other out, but, you know, we visit each other and we're good companions, aren't we, really?
Yeah.
Yes, you look after that little pipsqueak and Wilfred. We don't want four there. Because I'm no good at knitting, so I shan't knit you any booties. I know I've never been a knitter. And I decided I would knit your mum a little cardigan. It was blue. I was terrible at it, and anyway, by the time I finished it, she'd outgrown it. So she never wore it. That's how my knitting was. No good at it at all. But,
One thing I didn't ask about was the church, because you and Grandad always had a lot to do with the village church, haven't you?
yeah, Grandad has, yeah.
Grandad used to do the bells.
And he was, used to help out. Also, is what's called, what do they call it now? Sort of, not caretaker, but sort of thing of
Yeah.
the church, you know, looking after it. And every time we had the pips on the radio or the television, oh, quick, turn it off, let's see if the church bells are right, clock's right, and everything had to be exactly right. And I mean, if he got 10 minutes to spare, he'd just pop across the churchyard and tidy it up. He loved doing that. Well, I ought to go and do my exercises.
Yeah, you had.
I shall have the sack.
Yeah. Okay. Love you, Gran.
And I love you, darling, and you're very, very precious.